Hello, friends. We are back with a new episode of Connecting Conversations. I am Bunty. I have an advertising background. I am a writer, and with me, I have my very good friend Sujata Iyer. She is a recruitment consultant and she is also training to be a counselor.
We hope you've had a good time listening to last time's podcast. We had spoken about the effects of friendship, specifically the negative effects of friendship. Sometimes when you seem intrusive and take away space from another friend because of what you believe, or alternately, your own belief systems where you decide that it is for the betterment of the human being that you are in connection with. We had called the topic True Friends, False Friendship. This time we are continuing the same topic and we are looking at the positive effects, if there are any, with that kind of behavior. Hope you being having a good time. Sujata.
Thank you, Bunty. Yes, 10 weeks into the lockdown, it's become a way of life, so no complaints really.
Yeah, I guess so. The new normal is getting to all of us in different ways. Um, but let's get on with the topic we have on
Yeah.
hand. Do you think um, that contrary to what we spoke of last time, where we may advise or we may give suggestions to our friends on things that are not working for them, maybe where they are possibly harming themselves. So, on the contrary, are there things that one can learn from friends which are positive? And what would those things be, and how would that fall in place? Do you have any examples in your head about what you have done?
Yeah, I mean, I think taking on from the last two podcasts on the other side of being friends with people and not approving of some of their habits, and to this episode where we are actually talking about the positive effects, whether it is lockdown or no lockdown. Uh, I would say. I mean, we all come with good and bad habits both. But I think when you're hanging out with people who have habits that you want to imbibe on, and the reason I'm not saying that they are good, because what is good for them may not be good for you unless you want to imbibe those habits or pick up something. It's like love begets love, right? It is something like that.
Yeah,
So if you
okay.
see somebody has a certain habit, whether it is following a routine or doing something differently or making better use of his or her time, whatever that could be. And it is also inspiring to see that what people do with their time, right? So that
Yeah.
is where I feel friendships can also have a positive effect, and there will be different things that will keep people together or not together. But
Hmm.
at this time, in a time like this where I think everybody is trying to keep it together, relationships or other relationships, the way I look at it is this is the best time to show that you care. But having said
Hmm.
that, I feel this is also the worst time to expect anything from your friends as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it is too much to ask to be left alone or even gather ourselves under these circumstances. I think we all have at some point in time run out of bandwidth to reach out to others, and I think this is a time where true friendships will stand the test of not seeing each other. I mean, you're just not meeting each other in person, but I think there are ways to be ways to be in touch with them and maintain that connection.
Hmm.
In fact, I think in the last 9 weeks, I've reconnected with three of my very close friends that I've not spoken to for the last 18, 19 years, and it can feel like we haven't spoken at all, and it was just as easy as it would have been even a day before or something. So yeah, so I do feel there are habits that can be picked up. One wants to really imbibe that. And the other thing is when somebody else has got a habit going on which is life changing for them or makes a huge difference in what they do on a daily basis, and if we decide to pick that up, I think it makes a big difference. Like I have a close friend of mine. He's someone who's stickler for a routine to the extent that he will not even reply to your messages, and you know that he has read your message, but he will not even reply. He is like, you know what, I will reply when I want to, but that doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. So things like that, right? I mean, from him, I have learned how careful you have to be about the time that you spend and how you can actually make it work for you. So for me, that was a habit that I picked up from this friend of mine. And it's made a huge difference to me. I no longer feel the need to, immediately reply to messages or return calls and stuff like that. Of course, unless something is really urgent or I know it's family calling from India and I need to speak to them, etc. But small things like that, it doesn't have to be anything great. It is always the small things, I would say. So yeah. And yeah.
I think the bigger issue that we face, all of us, is self-discipline, and sometimes it's very easy to be lethargic about making that small change. And having a friend who is dedicated to one kind of discipline is always inspiring, because those are the guys that we are closest to. And since we are close to them, we share a lot of, I would think, common likes and dislikes. It kind of makes it easy for us to imbibe, because we can speak to them and figure out what are the issues regarding imbibing any of those habits. In my case, I was remembering this while you were narrating. What am I doing at this point of time when I'm not in touch, not able to be in touch with a lot of my friends, but the ones that I am connected to, I was thinking about them. What brings us together? So I have a group of friends that we kind of do some charity together often, and we have just about started a new initiative which required us to be physically present. We were it was food distribution to certain people who would not be privy to good food at some times, and we just had started around say Jan Feb, and we had to pause it for a while. It means the world to us because this was something which was one of our pet projects, and we just planned it for very long. Suddenly, when we started within a month with the lockdown, we just could not do this anymore. Luckily, one of our friends managed to find a colony which was full of people who did not have any access to food at this point of time. And he landed up asking all of us whether we were still interested, and he would figure out ways to approach them and continue this what we had started. So, just to give you an idea, we stay at completely different locations. Like the guy who's arranging for it is 2 hours away from where I stay. The friends are around 45 minutes or an hour away from where I stay. So we are all in different geographies, and yet this common cause of what we've been wanting to do. And yeah, of course, we picked up the habit also from each other, because it started with one of us, then 2 friends got together, then 4 of us got together. And the funny part is it is becoming a chain reaction. Other friends who are finding out also want to be part of it. And I guess if I'm not mistaken, even you contributed last time. I had spoken about this to you. Now that it comes to my mind.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how people. Yeah. So people, it's a good chain reaction, and starting from 1 or 2 people and reaching out to many more. I think friendships can set the city on fire in a nice way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
So that is one good thing that is coming up. Another thing that interestingly I want to ask you, is it that we already have these latent tendencies within us when we are doing this, or else are we being inspired? How does that work? Do you already have that tendency within you? Do you think that is the matter?
I would say mostly yes. And then if you find somebody with whom you are able to mirror that, you just feel, I don't know if confidence is the right word, but you do feel motivated, right? I mean, for the matter, the best example for me is what you and I are doing at this point with the podcast, right? I mean, I've always wanted to do it at some point in time, but life just kept coming all the way, and I just didn't give it much of a thought. And when you said, okay, should we start something like this and have some meaningful conversations and give it a go, and I just jumped at it. So something like that, I think.
Yeah, that's
if
interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I can't think of a better example than the time. It's 6 weeks that we started connecting
Yeah.
conversations. So I think it pretty much sums up the essence of this podcast.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is turning out to be a bit of a straight-laced podcast, considering we're agreeing on all points. But I think, yes, this is what the meat of the matter is. Like minds attract each other and stay the course if values are shared. That's all from us this week. We would love to hear from you, your comments, your likes and dislikes about the conversations you are hearing. Thank you for all your support so far. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Bunty. Thank you all. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.